Let's speak now to Republican strategist John Burnett, who joins us live from New York. Hi, John. Just tell me what you make of what we heard from Nancy Pelosi and the others today. Does it seem like this impeachment trial is actually finally getting off to a real start?
Yeah, after a long time, you know, they passed the articles of impeachment, the two allegations, and what Nancy Pelosi's strategy is, at least what it seems to be by the choice of these 7 lawmakers, is to actually form a team of prosecutors, if you will, that can try to make the case on the, to the Senate body to actually try to remove President Trump. However, the Republicans, even though this is a political process, the Republicans will, combine a little politics, but also I think really from an operation of law, try to pick apart each of the 2 articles of impeachment, but also to try to, counter argue the case that will try to be made by the Democrats.
I mean, is it still, though, we basically had been saying all along that the trial isn't a waste of time, but we know that Republicans will not vote to convict Trump. They just won't. So what will it do? What purpose does it really serve? What will it expose, actually, about what President Trump may or may not have done? Go ahead.
Well, you mentioned time, right? How I actually try to categorize it is opportunity cost, right? With respect to what are we not getting done in Congress for the benefit of the working class American people, because there's this trial going on, right? It's not going to yield anything else but political fanfare for the Democrats based upon what they're trying to push. And, by virtue of the Republican defense, if you will, they will actually try to discredit the Democrats because what they're trying to do is use this impeachment trial to try to damage President Trump. But I think at the end of the day, what it will do is only embolden his support from his base and actually broaden his base going into the 2020 election in November. So I think, this is a bad hand played by the Democrats that will actually not only boost President Trump's fundraising and approval, but get him victory in November.
It's interesting, John, is there no chance at all that the evidence itself could actually convince Republican senators that a crime was committed, the Constitution was violated? I mean, we have to remember that so many of these senators never supported Trump in the first place. They were all against him during his campaign. Is there a chance that they could turn and finally say, you know what, actually, this is our chance to get rid of a president that we never really wanted in the first place?
I'm glad you said that. The key points that you mentioned in terms of before before he was elected, this started during the campaign, and you know what? According to a Washington Post article, the impeachment trial started on the day of his inauguration. So they've been trying to get rid of President Trump, before he got elected, on the day of his inauguration, and the clock has been ticking. And they've been chomping at the bit to try to figure out how they're going to do it. And they ran out of time. So guess what? A year before the election, they started this huge impeachment push. Then by year end, passed 2 articles of impeachment that, guess what? There's no crimes alleged. Abuse of power and obstruction of justice. But you know what? Nancy Pelosi herself tried to obstruct by not only trying to control things in the House.
I think we may have lost, yeah, we did lose our connection there.